All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Today we'll go over the markets. The markets are looking sideways. Everything is just we don't know where things are going. People think that the crypto market is going to dip a little bit more. People think we're going to get lower prices in stocks. I'm not sure, but we'll take a look at the charts and we'll see what we think. So let me share my screen. Give me just a sec. All right, there we go. All right, so if we take a look at the overall market, okay. Ooh, my cursor has come back. All right, so the S&P is up, the Dow is up. I mean down. The Nasdaq is up. Russell is up. Crude oil is down, and gold is down. Let's take a look at the news really quick. Like I said, if you look at the front page news of Yahoo Finance, there's always some good stuff. I don't think this was the front page. Let's see, maybe it was. All right, so it says. So the first thing on the list, it says Tesla notches ninth straight day of gains. U.S. consumer borrowing rates rises most in 3 months, and I wonder what they're talking about here because they didn't raise interest rates. So I wonder if they're talking about companies specifically. It said consumer borrowing rates. So let's see what they're talking about. Yeah. So close, all that type of stuff. So U.S. consumer borrowing increased in May by the most in 3 months, reflecting a jump in credit card balances. All right, so they're talking about credit card rates. Credit card rates are already high, so I'm not sure how much higher they have raised them. So I saying right there, a headline which is higher 10. Oh no, it's not even saying anything. Yeah, so credit card rates are like at typically 20 to 25% annually. Unless you get like some type of special deal, you're paying 20 to 25%. So it's a big rate. So I'm not sure how much they increased that by. It could have, maybe it went to 25, 30. Let's see what they're talking about. It says total credit outstanding rose 11.4 billion after revised 6.5 billion gain in April, according to Federal Reserve data released Monday. The median forecast in a Bloomberg survey of economists called for an $8.9 billion increase for May. The figures aren't adjusted for inflation. Okay, so maybe I read this wrong. Oh, it says U.S. consumer borrowing rises most in 3 months. So basically, people have utilized their credit cards more. So I read that wrong. I thought they were talking about interest rates because I was like, they didn't raise any interest rates. But maybe that the fact that interest rates for credit cards are 20 to 24%, and the fact that people are borrowing more, you're getting more added to your balance. So that essentially would increase the borrowing numbers, right? Because more debt, your balance increases, which increases the overall percentages. Okay, so so they called for an 8.9 increase in, it was 11.4, so that's a lot. So I mean, this is just, again, this is gearing toward, and I think CPI numbers are coming out Friday. And if they come back bad, it's just going to be more reason for the Fed to lower rates, and also this credit card stuff, right? People are utilizing their credit card a lot more. They're accruing more interest. They can't afford to pay off the debt. So, yeah, again, more fuel to lower interest rates. It says many Americans who have whittled away their pent-up savings accumulated during the pandemic are relying on credit cards and other payment methods to spend, combined with the rise in the cost of living. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at apartments in my area, and they're like they're going up $200-300, like, right. And I know I live downtown, So the price of apartments for me is a lot more skewed because of the location. So typically you would probably pay 1,800 to 1,900 for a decent one bedroom today, maybe a little bit lower, but for the most part they're going around that 1,800 to $1,900 range. But you know, if you want to live in a decently nice area where you're close to everything, you're going to pay 23 to 2,500 for an apartment. Now you might be able to get that a little bit lower, but those are the prices. Now I'm stuck in a lease that ends next year in July of 2025, and I locked in a rate of $2,300 to $2,400 a month. But I'm looking at these new apartments that are getting built around me, and they're charging like $2,900 to $3,300 for the same apartment. Same square footage, same everything. Maybe probably a little better view, but they're charging, it's like a $600 to $700 increase. So I wonder if like rent for apartments are going to subside, because I don't think people can really handle all these increases in rent. I mean, like for the last 2 to 3 years, they've been raising rent every year like $200-300. Because I remember when I first moved out, I was paying $1,800 to $1,900. Then it went to $2,000 to $2,100, and now I'm paying $2,300 to $2,400. So it's almost like for the last 3 years, it's been going up $200 to $300. So, and that's me scaling back on square footage. Like if I wanted, I think the square footage that I have right now, it's like 684 or maybe 705 or something like that. It's not as big, but if you get 100 more square footage, I mean, you're paying $200 to $300 for that. So yeah, so I read that wrong. It's consumer borrowing rises. All right, so let's start taking a look at some stocks. I don't really have much to go over today. Let me see how the iPhone 16 with AI could send Apple's market value to $4 trillion. I'm actually going to, I haven't upgraded my phone in 2 years, so I'm going to upgrade it. So I will be getting the 16. But yeah, if they integrate AI, if you didn't see their last conference, Apple is integrating a lot of AI stuff into their phones, into their software. They're using ChatGPT as well. So, yeah, I think it could easily get to a $4 trillion company. Let's see what else. Yeah, nothing else that I see on here. I always hit myself on the mic. Broadcom sells $5 billion of bonds to refinance VM loan. Okay, yeah, nothing here. Okay, so let's take a look at some charts. And then we'll be done for the day. I don't really have much to go over, but let's look at some of this sideways action. So Tesla, they're thinking Tesla is going to go. Cathie Wood said 2,600. They've gone up in the last, the last few weeks, few months. So it's been sideways action. They've been going up a little bit. So I would say a key resistance level to look at is probably 300, but the near term, you're maybe 268, and if we pass that, 300 is the next stop. We pass 300, most definitely it can break the $400 level. Maybe most likely by the end of the year when they do the rate cuts, and then going into the next year when they continue the rate cuts. So yeah, I mean, Tesla's basically doing some sideways action. All right, let's take a look at NVIDIA, and then we'll go over to stocks, because these are the two stocks that are kind of leading the way. Yeah, and if you look at NVIDIA too, sideways action, right? But this is only a 1 day. Let's move it out. A little bit of sideways action. But it's moving on up. I think especially technology plays, growth stocks, they are trending on up because I think most people, most companies are, or most people invested in these growth stocks are getting ready for these rate cuts, right? So, these charts look very bullish. I think we probably see Nvidia at 150, 160 by close to September when they do the first rate cut. And yeah, Tesla is probably going to break that 400. Right now, Nvidia is on a hot streak, so it doesn't really have any resistance, but it does look overextended. But again, we're not sure of any bullish news, so we'll see. They're gonna have to like miss earnings or do something to stop this train on up. But yeah, I don't know if anything's gonna stop Nvidia. All right, so let's go to crypto prices, and then we'll be done. All right, so Bitcoin has fallen. Let's look at the 7-day. It was at 60, right? So from 62, we came all the way down to 53. We're bouncing, and people are saying that we're going to drop a little bit more. Now, one of the main reasons is that the Mt. Gox people that had their money on the exchange are getting paid out. And they're saying that some people are liquidating, some people are cashing in some of their gains because they remember those people, they got duped out of their money back in 2011, 2012, or I don't know if it was 2014, but it was a while ago when Bitcoin was at, under $1,000. So, they're up, 50x. So they're up a lot of money. And they want to take some profit. But this basically just provides a buying opportunity. Most people think, well, we might go into the high 40s, low 50s, but we'll see. Let's see. What else? Ethereum just broke 3,000. So again, a lot of bearish movement in the crypto market, but I think overall, like I said, as we get closer to these rate cuts, we will, let's see, we will get higher prices, right? We just had the halving. We're going to get our first rate cut. And we're going into an election year. So this is, we just have a bunch of bullish stuff. Again, in the crypto market, the supply is limited. You can't buy more of Bitcoin. You can't buy more of Ethereum, but it's also deflationary. Also, the Ethereum ETF, it was supposed to get approval today. I'm not sure if it got approved. I would have to check that. Let me check real quick. Give me a sec. Ethereum ETF. I don't see anything. First S1 just rolled in today from VanEck. They already had their fee, so nothing to see here. They just putting ball back in SEC court, expecting arrest today, except for Bitwise, who did theirs last week. All right, how cool guys? Okay, so now I guess they turned the S1 form over to the SEC, and now they're basically trying to, they're basically waiting for the SEC's approval, and most likely it'll get approved this month, maybe going into August. Who knows? It just depends on how fast the SEC moves. And yeah, that's going to be another bullish catalyst for the crypto market. So like I said, we have a bunch of bullish catalysts. This is honestly just it provides a good buying opportunity. This is not the time to sell your position, in my opinion. This is, I think if you have extra money, take a look at your favorite assets and purchase them while they're on discount, because I think by the end of the year, we're going to see a lot of those assets double, triple. And if you're in the crypto market, you're probably like 5 to 10x on some of these positions. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one, which is Wednesday. Oh, and also I started my Instagram. I started my TikTok. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I post at 6. And then on Sunday, I post at 12. So yeah, go check that out. It's basically clips from my live streams. So it's if you watch the live streams, it's content you've seen before, but just cut up and edited out or edited like done up, right? So yeah, I opened that up. On Instagram, I'm called Mr. Financial Nutrition. On TikTok, it's just Financial Nutrition. They didn't have the Financial Nutrition handle for Instagram because somebody else took it. I think somebody else took it when I created the YouTube channel just to take it because they don't post anything on their page. But I think Mr. Financial Nutrition sounds better. But yeah, go follow me on there if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.